Where it says some core beliefs on the front page. First of all, that every person on the planet wants to be heard. Every single person wants that. We all want somebody to validate us. The second is that often the things we do, positive and destructive, are means to get heard. We do things to get people to pay attention to us in some way. You know, and it may be that we speak. It may be that we jump up and down. It may be that we dance, that we paint, that we write, that we teach, whatever it is. But there are ways to get people to listen to us. Sometimes standing in front of the TV, naked. You know, whatever it takes to get somebody to listen to us. And so we do the things to be listened to. And when we don't get heard, we often resort to all sorts of things in order to get heard. Talk louder, not stop talking. You ever heard of people that just keep going? But then don't stop talking, and I better hurry because somebody's going to jump in and interrupt me. We do things. We slam doors. We get mad. We shut down. We won't talk anymore. We avoid those people. And oftentimes, what happens in this culture when we don't get heard is people get depressed. It goes inward. Because when people get heard, it's amazing the light that comes back into their faces when they can get things off their chest, when they can just talk and be heard. So we do all sorts of things to get heard, and not all of them are very positive. People who shut down, get depressed, start getting into drugs, start getting into trouble, start doing all sorts of things. And I would say across the world, there are cultures who are not being heard, who are doing things destructive to be heard. I mean, I think most wars are about people not being able to hear each other, to listen to one another. And here's one that's difficult for us to understand. That each person is ultimately responsible for his or her own decisions. We tend to think that some people don't have enough sense to run their own lives, so we need to help them.
Especially men.
And that inside them, you know what, it's interesting. I don't have this on here. I don't know what I did. Like in my deleting things to make space, I left something off. And that inside each person, this is very important, I want you to write it. If I give you a pen, here's some pens. That each person, you all have pens?
I can get one
Here, is the wisest person they know.